EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
second down, Webb. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shane Ray leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Webb now from the gun. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On the ball.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Do some. Express. Express.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears.
That's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And Newton's going to keep it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll start out here with the option left. He's going to run again. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
To throw on 2nd down, here's Wells. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. 20.
Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's right. First target, first catch, and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Newton now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, get right down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Newton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Godot's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the dual threat man, this is DJ Forster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a first down throw. Webb. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A first down carry for Foster. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kelly to try to punch punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll pitch it to Kelly. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. John Kelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They fake the give. Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Hey, hey. 3 down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on second down is Newton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Rams have got it back. Often on. But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Flex round! Flex round!
Following the fumble recovery. Webb out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Webb now from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Webb finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. DJ and the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, When he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. From the gun, Newton, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton airing it out for Olsen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, hey. Play.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Again, Newton. And this one is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, hey. Gun. 20.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On first down, it's Newton. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
From the gun, Newton flushed out right. And some space here. Room to run past midfield. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, It's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that is incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
We got three, fellas. Slow.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Under. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Shift. Slow.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Got 4. Express. 20. Hey.
They snap it to Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
26 Mike. Hey. Bring it.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Newton now on second down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
On 1st and 10, Webb. And incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Webb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Webb. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Under. Z. Slow. 26 Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a 1st down throw. Well, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one